Good afternoon, everyone. Man, have I got a treat for you. EGU, we are going to show you a very brief Tom Ferry video. If you're a real estate agent and you want to specialize in listings and you want to have a better advantage over the other agents, perhaps being interviewed by a client, I'm going to tell you this video is the way to kill it. So you're going to watch this video, you're going to get more listings. If you are an existing listing agent, that's your specialty, and you feel that you could get a few more listings if you just had that extra advantage, well, I'm telling you, this is it. I'm going to show you this video. We're actually going to record it into the webinar here. I'm sure Tom won't mind. And what you're going to do is you're going to watch it, and you're going to apply the principles and strategies that Tom is demonstrating in this video. Very simple 13-minute video, but boy, is it power-packed with information. So I'm going to do this right now. I want you to pay attention. If you have questions, I know the strategies that he's talking about with regard to the video creation. I can help you with that or show you how to do it. It's such a simple thing. We're not talking about feature films. We're talking about 1 to 2 minute, 3-minute videos for your clients or for your prospects. Sending video as a measure and using that as a tool in your arsenal to get more listings as a successful super $1 million real estate agent. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to minimize. I'm not going to be able to take questions till afterwards, but please enjoy this awesome power-packed video. I'm going to put it on the full screen and we'll go. So afterwards, again, I'll come back to the microphone, but enjoy and take notes. Please take notes.
For over 20 years, I've dedicated my life to bring you the very best selling, marketing, and business building strategies to keep your business thriving. Get ready to experience the success you've been searching for. Welcome to the Tom Ferry Show. Hey everybody, welcome to the Tom Ferry Show, episode 48. 48, 2 more shows to 50. Love it. Thanks so much for watching. Today, I want to talk to you about the word trust, and specifically give a shout out to Mark Gleason, who was a 32-year veteran of real estate, had been sending me a lot of questions privately through Facebook, talking about that unfortunate situation that many people have experienced, probably everybody has, where a friend, someone you know, reaches out and says, hey, come talk to us about the sale of our home, or tell me about how much my home is worth and what can I do to increase the value, and then they turn around and list with a discount agent, or you just don't get the listing. And as we've said before on the Tom Ferry Show, there's not many more painful moments than that. Well, I would tell you that when I look at that word trust, it reminds me of a quote from a friend of mine, Todd Duncan, author of the book, I just went brain dead on the name of his book. How great is that? High Trust Selling. No edits, Taz. High Trust Selling. Todd would say to you, in the absence of trust, there is only room for tension and objections. That in the absence of trust, so there's no trust there, so what do you have in a selling situation? There's no trust, no rapport, right? I don't know if I believe you. There's only tension. You're just trying to close me, right? Or there's objections. Will you do it for less? Another person said they would. I'm going to grind on you. In the absence of trust, there is only room for tension and objection. So how do we eliminate that tension? How do we develop trust? How do we prime the prospect for trust? Like, that's the question. How do we create a situation where trust and a level of expertise is established before I meet with a customer? Interesting. I got invited to the Google Ignite conference earlier this year. My friends at Boomtown asked me to come spend the day with them. So we're at the Google headquarters and we're meeting with some very smart men and women who were sharing with us a lot of interesting sort of Google statistics, things that they're discovering about the behaviors of consumers that are shopping for homes. So they took us through these 10 questions that they had surveyed. The one that really stood out is the one I want to share with you. Inside this survey, they asked the question, what's important to you when selecting an agent? Well, you can see the list. You can see the list. What's important to you when selecting an agent? The number one answer, 49.1% of the consumers said I want to trust that person, or I have to trust that person in order to buy a home from them or to sell, have them list my house. The number 2 answer was experience. Experience. Now, how many times on the Tom Ferry Show have I said to you, time to get out the map, upload all of your transactions and build that beautiful postcard that shows all the transactions you've done for the year, and always in a map, because a map produces better on a postcard or in a marketing piece than a list, right? Maps, people understand, they gravitate towards them. It's just the science of marketing. But you've got to be able to showcase that experience. If you don't, you're missing out on what Google is telling us, how consumers are selecting. Number 3 is obviously demonstrable ability to negotiate, which I would think, again, experience and track record is going to show that. Number 4 was personal referral, 11.8%. They just said, Sarah told me to call, and I trust Sarah, so there you go. Pretty interesting, only 11.8%. And then they work fast. So like I emailed, you responded immediately, speed the lead, efficiency, right? So the consumer like that. And then the last one, don't get mad at me, this is just a Google survey, is brand. Like they're like, oh, you're with brand X. We like that brand. We choose you. So now when you look at this, I imagine you're a smart guy, you're a smart gal, you're probably doing the same thing I'm thinking, which is, how do I now create a situation where, with a new prospect, where the absence of trust could be there, intention could be natural and automatic the moment I show up. How do I eliminate that? How do I create a situation where the prospect that it responded to me from a farming newsletter or, however, a for sale banner, I don't care. How do I create a situation where there's trust, where there's belief? And if it's a past client or someone in my sphere, or let's just call it a referral, how do I create trust and show a level of expertise that separates me from the competition? I think at the end of the day, that's what Mark and I were chatting about. How do we create that situation, and then how do we follow up and make sure they absolutely win? Let's look at both. You ready? I got a big list for you. Take a look at the following. I say to you that the 2016 pre-appointment trust creator looks like this. Now, 2 agents get the same call, come talk to us about the sale of our house, right? One does this, one just shows up. One does this, one just shows up. I can tell you, when you look at this, we both know who you're ultimately going to select. Let's take a look at this and not be the other agent that's trying to compete, who just shows up, which is how most people are doing it today. Consider the following. I'm going to send you a video confirmation of our appointment. So I'm actually going to do the video for you right now. I'm going to use Sarah as an example, and I'm going to walk you through the other 5 things that are links right below the video on my email. So, hey Sarah, Tom Ferry, Banana Real Estate, thank you so much for the opportunity to come out and talk to you and your husband about the sale of your home. I know you had a lot of choices in real estate professionals here locally, and I'm honored and thrilled to talk to you about how I can sell your home for top dollar in the shortest amount of time. Below, you're going to see a number of things that will help you make an informed decision about selecting the right agent for the job of selling your home. The first thing you're going to see is a link to my marketing proposal. Now, here's what's great. Stopping that little video for a second. What they're going to see when they open up that link is my marketing plan. Now, you and I both know the average agent has 11 things on their list. So if you stack the cool and you have 38, 42, and you make it beautiful and visual, you stand out. You look better. You look like you're doing more, right? They're selecting you to market and sell their home, so you want to make that stand out. But another cool thought is to then maybe have a photo of you and your team standing at a whiteboard with 1, 2, 3, 4 Banana Street on it, writing out 40 or 50 different ideas, and they take a photo of that, and now the consumer, when they click on that link, what they actually see is, here's my marketing plan, as well as here's a photo of my team. We've already been working on your personal marketing plan. How's that going to make them feel? So back inside the video. Thanks, Sarah. So totally excited. The link to my marketing plan, I don't say anything about the photo. They just see it. You're also going to see a link that'll show you all of the transactions we've completed in the last 12 months. And I think it's important you take a look at that so you see the number of consumers, the number of people we are serving, helping them buy and sell real estate. You're also going to see what other people are saying about our service levels and the service that we provide for our customers. You're also going to see my team of experts, because, see, we've just learned that it takes more than one person to market, sell, manage, and close a complex real estate transaction in 2015. So I want you to take a look at the team to see that when you choose me, you actually get all these people working on your behalf. And then the last one is you're going to see a link to all the paperwork. So now imagine that little video. You could do it off your phone. That would be one way to do it, and just embed it into an email and put all those links. I'm a big fan of BombBomb. You guys know that. I've talked about them a bunch. With BombBomb, I do the video. I put in the links. Pretty easy. I send it off to Sarah, and what does it do? It shows me in real time. Sarah just opened up my email, and I know that. I know it. Boom, right there on my Gmail account. Then it says, oh, Sarah's watching the video. And every time she watches it, I get notified, ding, on my phone, ding, on my Gmail account. Well, I don't know about you, but that tells me Sarah's watching it. She's checking me out. She's engaged. And why am I doing all this? Why? Tom, it sounds like a lot of work. Man, this is going to be hard. I don't know what's harder, setting this up one time and making it your new routine, or always being in a situation, in a selling situation, where there's perhaps an absence of trust and only tension and room for objection. I'm trying to eliminate the potential rejection, the tension, because remember, Google says 49.1% based upon trust, 15% based upon experience, 13.2% based upon demonstrable ability to negotiate. What do you think all my reviews are going to say? What's my track record going to speak without even saying it? And if I add my unique selling proposition in there as well, we sell homes 1.5 times faster for 3% more compared to the MLS. Remember that? Or we're the most reviewed agent in our town. Remember that unique selling proposition? And then they see my marketing proposal and my team. What's going to happen is that customer is going to understand you. Now, I know some people will say, oh, I'm afraid to send all that, because what if I send all that and they decide not to work with me? You know what my response is? Thank goodness I didn't have to go there, make a presentation to find out you didn't want to work with me. I like the fact that you actually let me know, hey, whoa, slow down, Turbo. We were just curious about the value of our house. We don't actually want to sell. Don't you want to save that time? I want to save that time. I want to spend that time with my family or with another great prospect. So I think this is going to flush people out that are really not motivated. And more importantly, it's going to prime the ones that are motivated to select you, the absolute best agent for the job. Now, I know someone's going to say, well, what happens if the customer isn't motivated? Well, how is a non-motivated customer going to respond to this? They're going to say, huh, too bad, we don't need you, it's all good. And you should feel great about that. Feel great that you're priming the customer to absolutely win, and you're flushing out the ones that aren't motivated. That's also a win. Now, the big question is, you do all this, what do you do right before the appointment? This is what I'm going to recommend. The morning of, I'm going to send another one of those little videos. Hey, Sarah, Tom Ferry. Just wanted to make sure that we were set today for 4 o'clock. I'm really excited. The team and I are super fired up. We've been working really hard on reverse engineering how we're going to find the ideal buyer for your home. And because we've sold so many homes in your local area, right on your street, whatever your neighborhood, we already know exactly how to find the buyer. I just wanted to make sure that you watched my previous video and you took the time to review some of the information that I sent you in those links. Would you please do that before we meet today? Boom, and I send that to them. Again, I'm just trying to prime the situation, to create a situation where they know I am an expert and I'm coming in strong and I want to list the house, right? I want to make sure that everybody's clear, and that's what's going to happen. Then I wrote down, obviously, if they're interviewing multiple agents, that could happen. Wouldn't it be great to ask a simple question like, tell me, what are the other agents doing that really cause them to stand out? I mean, in comparison to the things that we're doing, what do those other agents do that cause them to stand out? Now, you and I both know they probably didn't shoot a video. Pretty certain about that one. Probably didn't have the link to all their reviews, their marketing plan, the photo, the expert team, all that stuff. I'm creating a natural situation where you become the no-brainer yes. So I know you're not feeling resistance towards the concept, but maybe you're asking yourself, how do I get it all done? And oh my goodness, I don't have a BombBomb account. Can I do it without a BombBomb account? The answer is yes, right? You can do it on your phone and just link it into an email and send it off. Solutions like BombBomb and others, and I know there's other email service providers that allow you to see, hey, the person opened the email, so at least we know. Let's remove all the resistance. Let's do everything in our power to remove the tension. Let's create a situation where trust and understanding is natural and automatic, so that when you show up, you're a yes and they're a yes. And that's how we create more success in 2016. So my question for you is, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with this information? Share something, whether it's on my YouTube channel or on my Facebook page, or send me a tweet and let me know. Are you going to do one of, two of, or all of? I can tell you, and I know, for example, Scott Compa, who I guarantee is watching, an amazing, amazing agent from New Jersey, he's been using this strategy and absolutely killing it. And I know if Scotty can do it, I know you can too. Thanks so much for watching. Remember always, your strategy matters, and now more than ever, the ability to create trust absolutely rules. Thanks for watching. If you love what you're seeing here, then click the button below to join our online community absolutely free. Thanks so much.
Okay, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you see the power in that strategy. Unbelievable. Just a wonderful way to go. And you know what, guys? It's not just for listing agents. I'll tell you what, it's for anyone who wants to get the deal. Understanding that getting the deal, you're in competition with some of the other agents. If you're a commercial finance advisor, you're not the only one. We're not the only company that provides commercial finance. If you are an insurance agent, same thing. If you are a mortgage professional, same thing. People have options. Your job then therefore must be to figure out a way to stand above the fray. You've got to stand out. And what Tom Ferry is talking about here, well, that's really powerful, and such a powerful way to stand out. Using video, we've all seen hopefully the trends, the reports for what's trending in sales, and that is the adage of video marketing. Just a powerful, powerful tool, and what Tom has illustrated here is an incredible way to use video and video marketing to capture more clients. Again, if you're capturing a loan deal, if you're capturing a commercial finance deal, any sales deal where you're in competition perhaps with other professionals, other colleagues maybe, this is just a phenomenal way to go. Please rewatch the video. Look at the tactics and strategies, the way he's saying to set up the video, what to include in that video, those vital links, because it's got to be about more than just the video. It's got to be about the video, the fact that you're using it, that it's a very visual and powerful, impactful way to reach out to a client other than just sending an email. Have that video embedded in the email, have the links in the email to your website, to your Zillow reviews or your conversion reviews and so forth, and use it to the fullest. Also, recall and go back and look at the list from Google. Now, he didn't just get on Google and do a survey. He met with top executives and engineers at Google, very smart people who are conducting analytics and analysis on Google searches every day to improve the system and just to learn about the psyche of sales. He was able to sit with those people, and what those folks told him was the result of the origin of that list you saw, where the number one thing at 49.1% was trust. The second thing on the list, way down, was experience. And if you notice, brand was at the bottom, but look at that, 49.1% people selecting a professional, a sales professional, based on their determination, their determining whether or not they can trust this individual, or whether they can build trust or trust can be earned. So 49.1%. So if you're marketing your brand, if you're marketing the fact that you do this faster than anyone else, that was low on the list. It was on the list, but it's low on the list. If you're marketing using these as your primary things or your primary attributes, then you might want to rethink that. But watch this video again and you know what, just like Tom said at the end of the video, we can show you this stuff over and over and over again, and you can take notes and be copious about that and do whatever you want to do. But the fact is, if you don't get out there and take action with the information that we're giving you that's available here at EGU, then you're doing yourself a disservice, and you know what, you might as well not even be watching. So get out there, take action. Remember, to be productive and active requires that you take action and be productive. So thank you, and hope you got something out of this. I will be back with more.